Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm working on a layout that was actually done as part of a class with Christina Sorge over at Redefine Creative. And I'm not really going to cover what was talked about in the class, but I am going through this big pile of paper that is from Picnic in the Park, which is Amy Tangerine. And I am choosing some photos that I think I want to use. I have this series of photos from our visit to Marine World, which is an animal park as well as an amusement park. So they have rides and such as well as animal shows. And so I really wanted to document my kids with this dolphin, and they actually were feeding the dolphin. And I had these two photos, and one of them shows the kids better and one is better of the dolphin. So I just cut apart the photo and I'm using the dolphin from one and the kids from the other, and once I put it together you can't really tell except for that the photo extends down a little further, but I don't mind that. It just makes it a little bit unique. But I really wanted to get the picture of the dolphin in there smiling. Obviously, you know, he's probably not actually smiling, that's just his face, but he looks really cute. So I decided to go ahead and just trim it down so that it has both. And honestly, you can't tell unless you're like really like investigating the photo. So I'm going to use this green floral paper, but I decided to use the smaller piece of it and do a little bit of mixed media. And the reason I chose that paper is because the water in the photo is that color, and it's a large part of the photo. And I could have probably pulled in the blues and the reds that my kids are wearing, but I decided to just work with that turquoisey teal color. And so my layout ends up being monochromatic, and I really like the way that it turns out. It was very unexpected. And it was kind of like a in the moment type of decision. So I had some white paper that already had gesso on it, and it's been sitting on this piece of foam board for quite a while, and I decided I'll just use that. And I am stamping some Catherine Pooler ink in Mint to Be. I am just going directly from the stamp pad onto the paper, and I'm spraying it with water. And as you can see there, it's very light. It's not dark at all. And so to add just a little more texture, I am using this fan brush to pick up more of the watered down ink and sprinkle it over the layout. And I really like how it looks. It's kind of got that watery look to it, a water effect, splatter and splash and all that kind of good stuff. But it makes it also a little bit darker, because as soon as I would spray the water on it and create the wash going down the actual paper, it really just was so light. So I like how that looks. It's got some texture. You saw that I also used what was left over on my acrylic block, and I just stamped it off into my traveler's notebook, which has nothing in it except for some ink because I have not figured out what to do with it. If that's a size you were interested in seeing me work in, let me know that, because it's not a size that is my go-to, and actually I haven't really done anything in it because I haven't really figured out what to do in it. But if it's something that you're interested in seeing, I will give it more thought and come up with something. I have had a couple of ideas, I just haven't really tackled them yet, and so they're not super high on my priority list, but I can work them in if it's something you're interested in. Okay, so anyway, I decided to back my paper with black paper, and I also had that torn edge of paper in between the pattern paper and the mixed media, and I really like how that looks. And now I'm going to just create this little embellishment area in the bottom right hand side. I really like how that looks as well, and I really like the addition of the striped paper. It just adds a little more interest. And I am inking everything with black soot distress ink. That's kind of my go-to. It's usually either that or walnut stain, and I prefer walnut stain over vintage photo just because vintage photo has a little bit more of an orange look to it than walnut stain does. And I don't apply my black soot or my walnut stain super heavily, so yeah, it works out really well for me. Now I have these Project Life chipboard pieces. They're really old. I've had them in my stash a very long time. So I decided to go ahead and use those. And then I'm pulling in some label stickers from Pink Fresh Studio in coordinating colors. So everything is still going to be that mint, black, and white color. I really like that. And then this frame, I decided to cut that up and use it just into my embellishment areas for some more added interest. I'm liking how that looks. And then I pull that chipboard piece that says C'est la vie, which I was like, I didn't even realize that it said C'est la vie. It was just the right colors. And so I was like, what exactly does that mean? And so I had to look it up, and then I add another sticker there that helps it make a little more sense. But I think it's like Such is Life or something like that. Okay, and then I pulled in that green sticker that says Small Things Grow Love. I think is that what that says? My screen is very small that I'm working with here, so anyway, that is from Pink Fresh Studio. And then I pulled in these little bows, chipboard bows, which bows are not really my thing, but they're the same color. I want to get them used up, so they're going on the page as well, along with this little tiny bird. And the little bird is popped up onto some foam because in order to sit on top of that sticker, he needed to have additional dimension underneath him because of the chipboard frame. And then I'm going to just pull in some, these are not actually enamel dots, they're puffy stickers, little puffy dots, and I'm not sure even where I got those, but I'm pulling those in the same colors, teal, mint, and white. And then I have this mixed media stamp that I'm using just to add more interest into those areas. I probably should have used the stamp before I did all of the gluing of everything down, but I didn't. So I do have to peel some things up in order to get the stamp down. And I just like how that looks. It adds a little more black to each of the embellishment areas, which I feel kind of grounds everything. I did just use a piece of paper over my embellishments to block it off, to mask it basically, because I couldn't peel some of these pieces up. The chipboard wasn't very hard to peel up, but the labels and such, those were a little bit more difficult. And then I'm going to do a little bit of title work, and I do that in this little area up here. It's just going to be called Dolphin Encounter. And these are like my favorite little black stickers right at the moment, so I am running low on them and need to order some more. I do wish they would just do black instead of doing the combo pack, the black with the kind of reddish glitter ones. But it seems I'm going to have a lot of those reddish glitter ones left over. So I'm hoping that you are enjoying this video. This is one that it was done for a class, but I've been doing a lot of videos for hops and such lately, and so I was glad to do this one just kind of for enjoyment and for fun. So I've got my title work there done, my stamping done, and then I decide to add those leftover diagonal stripes tucked in underneath the black, and I like how that looks. And I just cut the paper apart to kind of span the distance because obviously I didn't have enough to run all the entire length. So underneath the photos, you're not going to see that anyway. And now I'm adding a little bit of foam underneath the end of that label because it kept wanting to stick to the paper, and with the frame there, it looked like it was sunken in. So I'm just giving it a little bit of additional support. Now, if you don't mind hitting the like and subscribe button down below, I'd really appreciate it. I do get back to any comments that you leave, so if you have comments or questions, you can leave those down below as well. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to get back to you, but I do end up responding at some point. So hang in there if I haven't responded right away. So this is when I realized that C'est la vie sticker said that, and so I added some more stickers to here to make it make a little bit more sense. And I am popping those up onto foam tape, and you're going to see those in the close-ups, which are coming up in just a few moments. Thank you so much for watching and spending time with me today. I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate everyone who likes, comments, and subscribes. So have a great day. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.